MTN SME Hub. Link to growth. Link to success. Link to the ultimate resource for business advice and insights.
Welcome back to the Big Small Business Show. In studio with us, we've got Gcina Mahlaba. She's the founder and CEO of Transformation Consulting and BEEngaged magazine. And the question to me is, how do you grow your recurring revenue?
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm going to answer it in the way that you want to hear it. But my first maybe instruction for you to think about is, what business are you in? When I asked you to say very simply what you do, we do this and this and this and then this, and then there's always this, and we do this in that way, but slightly different to that. You've lost me.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you stand for. If I ask you what McDonald's does, you know that they sell burgers. But they don't say, and we sell chips, and we sell milkshake, and we sell they sell burgers. You know them for that, and everything is around. You know them for that thing. So the thing for me is what I know you for, and I don't know you for anything, because you're in ESG and you're in BE, you do the magazine and you do consulting, you do all these things.
Yes.
And you don't say, I do one thing. So Race Corp, as an example, also does lots of things. But when you ask me what I do, if you ask me in the simplest way, what does Race Corp do? I grow entrepreneurs. How I do it is 1,000 different ways, but I grow entrepreneurs. That's what I do.
Yes.
Okay. So you were required to give me that kind of answer. So the first homework that you need to do is come back with that sentence.
Yes.
Simple sentence of, this is what I do. So to me, it's whether you have to choose between BEE or ESG. Let's put a question mark if you have to choose, because it sounds like there's a rational reason why you're doing both. But or you're looking for annual recurring revenue, which is your recurring revenue that you ask for, or consulting, which is generally project based, right?
Yes.
So which one are you doing? Because it feels like it's this contradiction between all of these. So I touched on it in my last question. I said to you, what service products do you have?
Yeah.
And to me, if I were working with you in this business, I'd say to you, let's just map out all the things that you do.
Yes.
First of all, let's say what you do as the headline. Like, we grow entrepreneurs. We do what we help businesses with their transformation plan.
Yes.
Boom. Okay. Whatever that might be. I don't know if that's the sentence, but you have that sentence. Then you create your products underneath that. And products are not necessarily physical product. It can be service product.
Yes.
So your work skills, your workplace, what's the
workplace skills plan?
Workplace skills plan that's a product. You charge a certain amount of money for that.
Yeah.
Then you build out your product set. And what I like about what you said just now is that in January, we're doing a lot of this. In April, we're doing a lot of that. And what you're trying to do now is that you're trying to fill your year with these kind of cycles that peak in certain parts of the year.
Yeah.
So you got your January, your April, your June, your September, maybe your December, all right? Yes. And within the BE environment, you've got your financial year end. So you got your Feb, March, July, or June, July, and then December, September, and December.
Yes.
So you look at it like that from that perspective, because that's cyclical. That's happening every year.
Yeah.
Because my financial year end happens every year.
You need to comply.
Right, every year. And these other products happen every January, every April. And so you start to see a calendar, so to speak, of all your different peaks of those different products. Now you've got something that isn't technically speaking annual recurring revenue.
Yeah.
Because you still have to recontract with those individuals unless you've got multi-year contracts. And you start, but now the whole idea is that I create my product sets, and now the whole idea is to sell those product sets and then to keep those clients.
Yeah.
Because if I'm keeping clients, then I've got annual recurring revenue.
Yes.
I've got products in the different times of the year, and every January I know these are all my clients. I've got these 28 clients or these 73 clients, and I'm going to have an attrition of 10%. So I'm going to lose 7 of those 73, but I've also got a sales force which is selling, so I'm topping that up. All right. So the focus now is on customer retention.
Yes.
Right. And so that would be, well, how do I remind a client 3 months before, whatever that recurring time is, that they need to use me?
Yes.
Right. And so the strategy is around, let's call it customer, first of all, other than building the customer retention, okay, and what's the value proposition, and being in their face 3 months before the renewal, so that you top of mind when it comes to renewal. So that to me is just at a headline level. That's what I would do. When it comes to those products, those service products, there are 3 things that are very important when you create it. The first is that you need to think about differentiation, because if I can get a work skills plan submission, or is it submission? I have to set it right, from you and from anyone, and it's all the same, then it's a price thing.
Yeah, and ours are always approved.
Yeah. Okay, so you say that, but everyone else says that as well. So your work is around differentiation. It's about how can I differentiate these service products authentically. Number 2, there has to be sufficient margin. If you're in this environment where you've got a level of attrition, there's a cost of acquisition, which is cost of your salespeople, the commission, the time, etc. So you need to have sufficient margin in your product. So differentiation and margin. And the last very important thing is it needs to be delivered through more than one person. Because if you create a service product and only, let's say, Nhlanhla can deliver it, and Nhlanhla leaves, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Then you can't deliver that product. So you have to make sure that more than one person can deliver that product in your organization. So just to repeat, big heading, this is what I do, which is short. Not that and. What do you do that's short? Create the products in a calendared way. And if there are gaps that are too far in your calendar, then try and think about products that are able to be filled in that cycle. Number 3 is focus on retention. And what is the cycle to make sure that you're top of mind 3 months before renewal? Differentiation, margin, and it can be delivered through more than one person. That to me would be how I would approach the strategy for your business. So I hope I've given you some things to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. And I hope I've given you things to think about. And as always, remember, if you think it, write it down and make it a reality.
The Big Small Business Show, proudly sponsored by MTN Business.